All right, guys, so this time around, we're going to be talking about Ethereal and one of their heroes called Talos. Now, I was able to get some exclusive details here about a little bit of information about the character in its own. And as far as, icons and different abilities that they're going to have, what exactly these mean, I'm not 100% sure because it is something that just hasn't been quite yet revealed to us. But I'm going to go over these details that I have with you, along with some other stuff that has been released before about the character. I want you guys to get well acquainted with it and give me your opinions on it. Let's go. So first, let's break down what type of character Talos is. Now, Talos is a knight. That's his class. His damage type is physical. His combat style is melee. And his realm is the Beyond realm. We'll go into detail about the realm here in a second. First and foremost, let's break down what exactly is a knight. Now, a knight, their class ability is called Relic Hunt. Choose a relic at the start of a match, complete certain goals to provide yourself with unique effects. Now, what these effects are right now, we don't know. But it does say charge into battle as a defensive specialist, forcing an enemy to notice your presence. Knights will offer you various ways to approach engagements, making them diverse in how they can be utilized. Now, I do also want to touch on the fact of the realm that he's from, because I'm not 100% sure how they're going to play this character. I would love to hear all this speculation in the comments below, but he is from the Beyond realm. Now, they have a couple paragraphs here explaining what it is, but I'm just going to skip to the last one. On their website, it says the Beyond realm is an elusive dimension, incomplete yet part of a whole. It contains the existence of 6 spatial planes regions hidden from the rest, curled in uncharted parts of the universe. So apparently this is a very elusive dimension. Talos, as a knight, he's going to be able to choose a relic and then get special effects as the game goes on because of the actual relic that you chose. So that's going to offer some sort of variation, some sort of actual diversity, whether you're going to probably be like a damage-based Talos, a tank-based Talos. Are you going to be maybe a movement-based? Maybe, I don't know, where you're going to get like an invisibility buff because you're from the Beyond realm. At this point, we don't know. They're honestly leaving themselves like a very open plane of possibilities that they can go with a character here. Now, as far as the information that we have now we did get released individual icons. Now, these could stand for abilities, they could stand for the ultimate of the character. This might have to do with the relics. Quite frankly, we don't know. But let's go ahead and break these down here. Now, the first one that we have, it is quite frankly named Basic Attack. So this is what I'm assuming is simply going to be the picture of the Basic Attack logo, just so to let you know, like, hey, this is like your left mouse button, etc. Now, moving forward, we have this whirl here. It's actually called Radial Sever. Now, I'm assuming this is going to be some sort of spin around ability because he has like a very large axe type object that he carries around. So it looks like he's going to have a wind up ability of the sorts with this Radial Sever. Also here we have Mighty Kick, Mighty Uppercut. Now, considering this has 2 different names, I'm actually thinking that this is going to be a cycling ability. Now, I don't know 100% yet, like I was saying, but I'm thinking press this ability once, you're going to get a kick. It might actually push enemies away. Press this ability twice, the other time, it might actually stun them, uppercut them. Now, considering there's 2 different abilities, this also opens up the possibility for a stance changer within the game, which actually is very exciting. If you already have a character that uniquely changes because of the relic you chose in the beginning, a stance changer would not be a horrible idea. because that way you can choose to either have him CC focus as far as stunning, you could have him CC focus as far as displacement, who knows. Moving forward here, now this is the only one that's actually in gold. This one is called Fearless. Now, what this could mean, not 100% sure. If you look at the icon itself, it actually has more, it's got like groundbreaking beneath it. And also it's got like an AoE sort of like spell looking thing while there's an arrow pointing down. Now, for those of you that are familiar with Paragon, this is this icon reminds me very much so of a Greystone ultimate. So who knows, is this going to be some sort of AoE slam that you get as the ultimate? I mean, it's called Fearless, so could this be like the ultimate initiator, for example? Is that what you're going to be able to use and be like, hey, we're jumping in, we're getting in the middle of the fight, we're fearless about it, and now we're going to wreck shit, we're going to spin around, melee people, stun them. Who knows what exactly this means? That's what I think it means personally. That's what I get when I see that. Now, we do have these other ones. For example, Frenzy. Now, Frenzy, interestingly enough, we get like this face creature looking type of icon, but I can't help also but notice that the eyes almost remind me of like old school swords, right? With like the actual cover for the handle and everything. Now, that's just me. Who knows? But Frenzy, you just see a face. That could honestly maybe be some sort of self buff that you get out of it. Maybe that is one of the special effects that you get out of the relics. Frenzy in itself might it might just mean you get extra attack speed if you get like, you know, like if you get into a fight, land 2 hits, you get extra attack speed after. No idea, quite frankly, from there. Moving forward, we also have the Huntsman Axe. Now, this Huntsman Axe, not much to go off of it, to be honest. All we see is some sort of forward directional icon, while simultaneously having on the sides, maybe giving you an indication that this might be a directional ability that also has cleave. Not 100% sure, not too much to go based off of that one there. And then lastly, we have Scavenging Hunt. Now, I do find it interesting that Scavenging Hunt Scavenging Huntsman has a interesting border around it that you guys are going to be able to see on the screen here. Now, when you actually look deeper into the icon, it looks almost like you got one of the drakes, one of the dragons in a shield, and then it's almost like there's pieces broken off around it. So is that going to be maybe like an armor buff? Maybe Frenzy is an attack buff. Maybe Scavenging Huntsman is an armor buff, and then maybe Huntsman Axe is maybe a cleave buff to his basic attacks. I'm not 100% sure. I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comments down below, because there is quite a lot of speculation to go on these, but knowing these details, it kind of gives you an identity for the character. Honestly, between the Fearless, the Radio Sever, the fact that a knight is basically just created to mess people up and they're made to charge into the battle, you can definitely tell that this is going to be a very aggro heavy, very I'm gonna get in your face, I'm gonna chase for your carry, I'm going to cause as much damage as possible. This is probably the type of character that you want to go with a bruiser build. A little bit of damage, a little bit of power, a little bit of health, a little bit of armor. Just a good, well-around build to make sure that you have some sustain, but you can still do a little bit of damage as well. And considering he's from the dream world, who knows what else they're going to do as far as this character. Now, I'm also going to be showing throughout this video pictures of this character that they have shown before, and I will show some voice lines here towards the end of the video so you can kind of get a feel for it, because some of these voice lines really do give an identity to what this type of character is going to be. But I'd love to hear down below what you guys think of these individual ability icons and names, because they did come with names, as I was mentioning. And let me know what you guys think down below as you hear some of these voice lines. And let me know as well, do you think, like, did your opinion change after these voice lines? Because I'll be honest, I listened to the voice lines and I was like, it sounds like a pretty fucking badass character. Let's check them out.
Break on my shield! Face me! Do not turn away! I'll crush you! Your bones will break! I'll cleave you apart! You'll be a dent on my shield! I don't break! I stand fast! I will not fall! I've got their trail. They've been here. It's been a while since I've had Fire Drake. I love Fire Drake. The meat cooks itself. I don't mind the cold. The giant dragon? Now that's a problem. I hate ice drakes. Too cold to eat, not warm enough to wear. I'm a big fan of shields. They're really something I can get behind. Is this the end? All right, stay together. Don't be rash. We'll get through this. Don't fight alone. We're stronger together. There is strength in numbers. Move with the tribe. Stay together. Don't stick out. This land is unfamiliar. My guard is never down. Stay on your toes. On the hunt. Follow the trail. Good eating. Easy hunt. Didn't I just kill you? Are there two of you, or just one really dumb you? How bold. Dead and done. I propose a feast! Never turn your back on a hunter. Leaving me for dead was unwise. Don't know what it does. Don't need to. Too many things on it. Pointy. I like. Ugh. Better. You've lost a valuable ally. Your neck will meet my axe. Sweet, like meat. Eases my tired bones.